So after the stream ended last night, which by the way, was a great stream. Thanks everyone who swung by. It's always awesome to hear from all the fans and answer the super chat questions. After the stream ended, around midnight, Target updated their product database listing with a whole bunch of new UPC and DCPI codes. Of those were some new Transformer listings and products that we did not know about. Some of them have weird descriptions. Some of them were stuff that we kind of lightly touched on in the stream last night, and some of them are brand new stuff, and we'll get into that and some new information. So the first one we have here, for an MSRP of $22.99, a Deluxe Class Transformer figure, Transformers Kingdom Deluxe Class Road Rage. Now, for people who aren't familiar with the character of Road Rage is a female red repaint of the Autobot character of Tracks, and because we have a Kingdom Tracks coming, it's pretty obvious what this repaint is going to be based from. Some people are rumoring that it could potentially be the second red card exclusive that Target is going to be having. I hope that's not true for people, because that will make it difficult to get it. The first red card, of course, being that of the T-Rex. Now, for people who aren't familiar, red card is this card benefit kind of thing that Target has, where if you have this card, it gives you the opportunity to buy exclusive product. And the first one of this kind of gimmick is that of the T-Rex, based off of the Kingdom Leader Class Beast Wars Megatron mold. So the rumor is that Road Rage here is going to be the second one. I hope that's not the case, but if it is the case, at least it kind of, I guess the little piece of good news is, if you're a Canadian, these are going to be probably a Toys R Us exclusive, and they're going to get these by crazy number of cases. And as a result of that, because of the simplicity of purchase via Canada, you could hook up some Americans, and it probably would create a opportunity to work something out that way. So at least, people don't have to get this silly card in order to get it. There's always a way that we could all help each other out. I'm always reminded of the Transformers Prime First Edition stuff that existed way back in the day, and how those were mostly Canadian exclusives, and how we were hooking up a lot of Americans because they were so plentiful over there, especially those Bumblebees. Oof, there was just so many of them. Speaking of Bumblebee, the next ones we have here are a bunch of Buzzworthy Bumblebee listings. So we have a Transformers Buzzworthy Bumblebee Generations Deluxe Origins Bumblebee. Now, this could be one of two things. Again, the Buzzworthy Bumblebee line primarily has been brand new repaints of pre-existing molds that are really pretty close to what we got before, or in some cases, straight up just reissues of previously existing stuff. What I think it could be, especially since it's a deluxe, it could be one of two things. If it's an Origins thing, either they're going to use the War for Cybertron pre-existing, pre-Cybertron Bumblebee mold, which I don't really think that'll be the case. But what I think it'll more so be, and it'll probably be very good news for a lot of people, and I kind of photoshopped it at the bottom of the segment here today, I think they're going to probably finally get that Netflix Bumblebee mold, that deluxe class one that so many people have been gunning for. Maybe give it a slightly less mustard, lighter shade of yellow to match more of how he looks, let's say, in the animation, and put that out there for people to finally pick up. And considering the Buzzworthy Bumblebee line has a massive distribution, it would give people a good opportunity to finally get that mold, and that would be great. And then everyone could get it, and it's a pretty good mold. I have the Netflix one. I got hooked up by a fan who hooked me up with one in the States. See how that works? We hook all each other up here. So it's something where, I like that mold, but it kind of sucks how limited it was by being a Walmart exclusive and 2 per case. And if a Walmart only got 1 case of it and only 2 people were able to get it in that entire Walmart location, man, that's a low distribution number. So it's something that you really have to hope that this is one of those situations. I get a feeling we're going to see more of it. That mold is going to probably see some kind of reissue at some point. And the Buzzworthy Bumblebee line, if there's one line that's going to see it, it's going to be this one. Speaking of reissues of old stuff, and this one's not so much of an important one, is the Buzzworthy Bumblebee movie Power Charger Bumblebee. This is going to probably be a straight reissue of the original, again, Bumblebee movie, Power Charger Bumblebee, that came out in 2018. It was an MSRP of $49.99, a big bells and whistles, gimmicky kind of movie Bumblebee toy. Had 25 sounds and phrases. It had that friction gimmick on the bottom, which was the power charge gimmick, which was kind of present with some of the smaller price point figures too. It's going to probably be a straight up reissue, if not a straight up reissue with a slight repaint on it. But they need the big gimmicky stuff for kids to buy. That's how it is. Then we have some unknown line assortment stuff. So we have an Optimus Prime and a Megatron, both of them have an MSRP of $49.99. $49.99 is usually associated with stuff that's the ultimate class, which is usually the more bells and whistles, lights and sounds, gimmick, pop-up stuff, kind of everything like that. Give an example like Ultimate Class Cyberverse stuff is one example of that. So it's probably going to be some kind of evergreen Optimus Prime, Megatron, generic thing that always sells for some reason because they keep doing it, works for somebody. So someone's buying these things and it just has enough little gimmicks and stuff that it appeals to that younger demo that it works out. And then we have here a Transformers action figure SAT, which stands for assortment, and they're $39.99 each. Keep in mind, $39.99 is pretty much what a leader class is in the Western market. But when you're talking $39.99, if it's a bell and whistle kind of thing with lights and sounds and gimmicks, it could be something that could be a Voyager class that just has, more little silly things on it. Or it could be something that's a large figure, but simplistic in articulation and in transformation and in steps, and just focuses more on, glowing eyes or, pop-up missiles or sounds or transformation sounds or, three-step transformations. There's always different things like that. So these last three listings are probably aimed more at a younger demo, or sometimes the cheaper markets. What's happening now a lot is a lot of product that Hasbro is making that's not aimed for our market is more aimed for, let's say, lower demographic, lower income markets, and they could kind of find a settlement over there. So that's a possibility too. I've been hearing a lot about that with a lot of Transformer products that's been made, especially the Authentics line and the Evergreen line. That's kind of the purpose of those in a lot of ways, is to keep the IP and the image of those characters even predominant in lower income countries and stuff like that. So could be a relation to that, and just us getting a version of that here in Target. And the last one here is just pretty much an update on the red card Target exclusive of T-Rex. We have now a date. It's going to be shipping out June 1st, and it'll be in all of Targets that day. So if you have a red card and want to pick up T-Rex, he will be showing up June 1st. And it's crazy because we still don't have an official 100% Hasbro announcement of this character. I still find that fascinating. Like, this is something that we've seen through leaked listings, stolen toys from factories, and Hasbro still hasn't officially recognized this thing. And if it's coming out in June, I mean, again, someone do a Hasbro Pulse, fan first, Transformer Tuesday, something, and just go, hey guys, this stuff is coming, and create some hype. Create some hype, guys. That's just how it works, like, we have this beautiful internet age today where we could connect with audiences so easily. You guys have a YouTube channel. You guys have a Facebook account. You guys have an Instagram. Hire some guy who once in a while is going to go, hey, this is coming. Here's some images. Get hyped. Here's a pre-order listing. Here's a website. Here's a partnership. And I mean, get your act together on that, because there's so much stuff that I'm reporting here that we're never going to find out until it shows up in stores. And you guys never even officially recognize any of that product. So get on that. Get on that. Anyways, guys, let me know what you think about this. It's interesting stuff. Again, that Road Rage, that's pretty cool. Another female character to join the crew. I just hope it's not a red card exclusive. But let me know what you think. Cool stuff. And hopefully we'll get some more information as the days progress.